Hey guys, this is Rich from Bacon Ice Cream Productions. The stuff you're about to see is part of our ongoing coverage of DexCon 13 happening right now at the Morristown Hyatt in Morristown, New Jersey. So check it out and enjoy.
Hi everyone, it's Diabolik with Bacon Ice Cream Productions. I'm here with Dave Simpson. We are at DexCon 13. I'm still fucking that up. Damn it. Vinny messed me up in opening ceremonies. So yeah, we know Dave. Dave's been a staple of the double exposure convention coverage. You may remember him from showing his nipples on camera to, well, no, that's pretty much probably
song and dance.
No, that's probably why you remember him, honestly. But he's been developing games. We've talked about them a couple times. We talked about Blood and Leather. I know Rich and I had play tested it with him 2 or 3 events ago. Mm-hmm. And I know he's been focusing a lot on a couple other projects as well. So I want to give him the opportunity to talk about them. I know we've got a board here, which... And this is for Dragon
Chess, which is the working title.
Okay.
It's a game of fantasy creatures with various abilities, and you actually get the opportunity to build your army using a point system similar to Warhammer, but not with the huge, gigantic computations.
Mm-hmm.
And what you do is you move your guys around the board, and the goal is to capture the gray spaces at each end and in the middle.
So, like objective spots.
Yeah, it's kind of capture and hold.
Okay.
So far, it's been great. The response that I received, because this is the real, hey, listen, this game is being developed and it's coming out. The response was amazing.
Mm-hmm.
I was really surprised. I got a lot of decent feedback. A lot of things I'm kind of like, I got to tweak and I wanna edit, which will require a whole new board. But I still like.
Okay.
One of the things that I really like is that people were actually enthusiastic. I had one guy who came over, and we didn't get a chance to finish the game because he got pulled away for something, and he came back and found me. He's like, "What are you doing?" "Nothing." "I want to play." Okay. No, I want to play now. And I was like, "Yeah." That's the kind of reaction I like. I like that that enthusiasm, and that's kind of a hint of, okay, I'm definitely doing something right.
Yeah, you're hitting a market that seems to be appreciating it.
And I actually had to turn people away, sadly, which it always brings a tear to my eye, especially when people are like, it looks like a 4-player game. I'm like, I just don't have enough tiles written up to run 4 people. Arrgh!
Gotcha.
And with me running the 17 events that I did this convention, I mean, even with the help that I had, I've been, if I'm not doing that, I was actually helping the staff, I was selling, I was trying to sleep. Sleeping at a convention, funny. But I mean, I've been just running around crazy this whole convention. I mean, did you see what happened with the auction?
No, I heard pieces of it.
I had over 70 pieces in the auction. I'm only taking home like 8.
That's good.
Oh, I'm great. It took 3 cars to get everything here.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to be able to get it home probably 1, maybe 2.
Okay.
So I'm very happy about that. Anyway, regardless, we'll get back to it.
Wow.
So, yeah,
anecdotes. We like anecdotes.
Dragon Chess is actually coming along very, very nicely. I have art that hopefully we'll be inserting into this podcast. And what it is this is art done by my artist, Ty Dirk. Really cool guy, doing some really great work for me.
And he was here at the convention.
He was here at the convention showing off. He actually sold some pieces of art, believe it or not.
Very nice. He had good... I liked his stuff.
Yeah. He's a real good guy. Very, very fun to deal with. But honestly, he's been doing so much stuff for me, and he's really cut me a real break, and I really appreciate it. So, thanks, Ty. Flip you a gang sign, because I'm so freaking white. So you mentioned before that we were talking about the Blood and Leather.
Yep.
Blood and Leather has been actually reintroduced as Blood and Leather Redo. And again, it's the new working title. I went from it being the simple card-on-card kind of deal to it's now using a mechanic that is reminiscent of Wings of War.
Okay.
I don't know if you ever...
Yes.
Okay. For those who don't know, Wings of War is a case of each side places 3 cards down, and you actually, everything is done simultaneously. It's the same mechanic. It's got some tweak that needs to be done. I just got to figure out how to do it.
Where you have cards and you're selecting what you want to do
Right.
over the next 3 instances, and then you both flip and go, okay, what just happened, and resolve from there.
Exactly.
Right.
And it came out well. It's just there's some definite nuances that definitely need work.
Why did you decide to switch the mechanic over?
I know you didn't want to mention, but Bucephalus Games, I actually submitted it to them, and their president was like, it's good, the mechanics are sound, and they're solid, and I like that, but the game doesn't, and I'm quoting here, it doesn't get me there.
Okay.
And I can respect that. I can respect it being like...
They want something with a hook to make people know that's something...
It's not even the hook, he just didn't feel it boxing to him. He actually told me, it feels like you're just playing cards. And I said, okay, that I can understand. And yeah, it was starting to kind of nag at me a little bit too. So, why don't we actually break it down to the ground level? I kept all the original art done by Jay Libby. Again, Jay Libby. I talk about Jay Libby a little.
I want a little thing that at the bottom is so white.
Yeah, that'd be pretty hysterical. But yeah, Jay Libby's doing some good stuff for me too. He's a great guy. Actually, he's an amazing guy. I really love him. Anyway, I decided I'd break it all the way down to the ground level because, yeah, I could try and alter the rules, but I can only alter them so far the way they were. So I said, okay, why don't I just say, that was then, this is what I want to do now, and see how that works.
Were you showing off redo here?
I did show off redo, and I will say that one of the things that nagged at me, and I don't even know why I did it, because when I was actually doing the design, I even said this is stupid, is I had little counters for all the fatigue, because I'm using a fatigue system now. I have a bleeding system and a fatigue system. Both of them require these little dot counters. I don't know why I used the dot counter when I could have used a slider. And somebody goes, why did you use the dot counter when you could have used a slider? I'm like, thought about it. I don't know why I didn't do it. I don't know why I didn't listen to myself. So I decided I'm going to actually go with the slider counter. I just got to redo the layout. Which is, it's a minor thing, but when you're dealing with everything on these tiny little card stuff, and literally each token is less than a quarter of an inch in diameter.
They were...
You go, achoo! Everything's everywhere, and it's just not worth it.
They were smaller than Tic Tacs.
They were.
Yeah.
They really are. And the problem is they act like a little airfoil, so any little grazing, there you go. Or you even like brush them by accident, they stick to your fingers. So the slider, I think, is going to be a better way to go. At least, if nothing else, until I can get my hands on like cardboard stock, actual like real cardboard.
Now, you also were working on, I don't know if it's still something you're working on, Rampaging Titans.
Oh, yeah, I did actually show that off. Thank you, I totally forgot.
That's cool.
Rampaging Titan, yeah. Rampaging Titan, actually more art by Ty Dirk. We had a real good success with that, especially considering I actually have little standing houses now. Okay. Granted, they're not really 100% authentic, but they're good.
They're good for what you're using them for.
They're good when I'm using them for it. Hopefully catching some attention. But again, I had people actually signing up for pre-orders. Okay. So it was kind of like, well, if you want, you can pay for a pre-production version of it, and that's cool. But I'm letting you know, I don't have like in a box and everything else to sell it in. So I think honestly, maybe it's time that I start looking at it that way and start actually getting to work on that.